Greetings, fellow championship truth or dare players. Tiki here.
And Jacob Wile, too. That's the truth.
And welcome to another spellbinding and incredibly truthful and honest edition of Tiki's Universe, the show where we react and respond to all the episodes of Steven Universe. But since Steven Universe is on hiatus right now, and this show isn't, we're also talking about Star vs. Forces of Evil, and also very soon Milo Murphy's Law. So, yeah. Jacob, we just got our 2 episodes of Star vs. Forces of Evil for the week yesterday. I am very impressed with both of them. I think this has been a great week for the show. I love how they're kind of continuing on some of the character dynamics. Let's just kind of break it down.
Yeah.
So let's start with this episode, Sleepover. What I love about both this episode and the next episode that we'll talk about pretty soon is that they both take very, very simple premises and just take it to the nth degree. Like, this episode is all about just playing a game of truth or dare. Next episode is just all about like buying a gift at a store using a gift card. And yet it's some of the most creative and bombastic episodes of this show I've seen. So real props there.
Oh, yeah. Who knew a game of truth or dare could be so deadly?
Oh my God, seriously. So I love this episode. I just want to say I think this is one of the best episodes of the season.
I mean, forgive me for being bold here, but this episode, an episode like this could probably easily fit into Gravity Falls.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, the show even
just like, in terms of the horror angle, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
I mean, who knows? I mean, like, this show does. I mean, not that's taking influence or anything, but Gravity Falls could have done the exact same thing with a Truth or Dare.
Right. Anyways, so so I love how the episode starts with a makeover. We have Starfan 13. She wants to look exactly like Star. I mean, exactly.
Yeah, you thought Star. I mean, we never really showed how obsessive with Star she was before until this episode. I mean, She was just a fan before, but now she's almost crossing into borderline stalker territory.
I would say like this is like way worse than anything Jana did to Marco in season 1. This is
I don't think she has Star's house keys.
Fair enough. Okay. Or Star's thumbprint, for that matter.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Jaina for a bit. I really like this idea that after the last episode, Star and Jaina are kind of becoming friends. And I like how the whole setup is Star, Jaina, Starfan 13, Jackie Lynn Thomas, and then, of course, you got Ponyhead in the mix. I love seeing Ponyhead again.
Yep.
Ponyhead, I would say, might be my 3rd favorite character after River Butterfly and Glossaric. I don't know. She's really fun. She's really fun when she comes on the scene.
Glossaric number 1, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. So we get the foreshadowing of the muffins. They all basically, I have written down in my notes, they all, especially creepy Starfan 13. What?
They're brownies.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so Starfan 13, she just gets creepily obsessed with the brownies. Oh my God, they're so good, Star. They're so good.
That's so good.
They're better than Harry's pie in Spider-Man 3, Star. And Harry's pie tasted awesome.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And everybody is. I mean, you can even tell some of them were like kind of like, yeah. Even in the beginning, you could tell some of them were like kind of like forcing them down, like to be polite.
Sure. Yeah, it's good foreshadowing.
And
Okay.
For whatever reason, Marco was playing keyboard.
It's not piano, it's jazz.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was like, that part really doesn't make much sense compared to the rest of the episode. But
he just gives a completely failed moonwalk after he tries to have a moment with Jackie.
Yeah, which of course fails.
And thus it begins.
Yeah, but a lot of people are wondering why Marco was allowed to join their slumber party.
It's because Marco's an idiot and he couldn't hurt a fly. That's why.
And also the fact that it's his house.
Well, sure, that too. That's also a good reason.
Yeah. But like pointing at some of the other character dynamics, we also get like some of the friendship between some of the other characters too.
Right.
like Starfan 13's obviously almost borderline stalker.
I wouldn't even say borderline. I would just say straight up, like she is just like I would call the police and get a restraining order like right after this happens.
You get to see like how they all interact with each other outside of school.
I really like seeing Ponyhead interact with the other girls.
Yeah, that's the first time the other girl they'll probably ever.
Right.
Ever seen her meet the other girls?
Yeah, you know, that's what I like about Ponyhead is that she's so optimistic. It's like she doesn't have a freaking body; she's just a floating head, and yet, she's like the coolest girl in the room. You know what I mean?
Yep, and give some pretty conceited answers during the Truth or Dare.
Yeah, so Ponyhead, she's kind of egging on Marco to tell Jackie that he likes her. So
she immediately recognizes that. Like,
of course.
Yeah, Marco, you have to say something, boy. I can really do a good Ponyhead voice. Like, Marco, you have to do something.
Okay, so she introduces them to the game Truth or Punishment. Oh boy, and Jacob, this leads to one of the funnest dynamics I've seen on this show. This is a really, really cool plot device here with the Truth or Dare game,
where they have to tell the truth or be punished.
Yeah, the box character vaguely reminds me of Bill Cipher, so it's funny that you mentioned Gravity Falls.
Like I said, this is something that could be easily have been told in Gravity Falls.
Exactly. Also, correct me if I'm wrong. It very much sounds like Mark Hamill.
I don't think it is. I mean, it might be. I might be wrong.
If it isn't, then it sounds like someone doing a Mark Hamill impression.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. I can't really look it up right now, but
right.
Whatever it is, they definitely did the creep factor down.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the game is there's going to be 3 questions. Each is going to be harder than the last, and that's it. It's pretty straightforward, right? You would think that would be pretty simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, simple Truth or Dare. What could possibly go wrong?
And I like how they all have to do the pinky square, and this thing has like corners like that have mouths that you put the pinkies into.
I don't think I'd put my pinky in there.
I don't think so either. I'd be like, all right, I'm done.
How about we just play regular Truth or Dare?
Right. Okay, so question 1: what is your favorite color? Yeah. I love Ponyhead's response. She's just like, oh, well, that's an easy one. Next one will be interesting. Like, have you ever killed a man?
Yeah. And she's like, her favorite color is Ponyhead
oh,
color.
Of course.
And even Star's like, it is a popular color on Uni.
Okay, so Star chooses yellow, maybe because of cord.
Or her hair.
Right. So does Starfan 13, of course, naturally. And I love how Starfan 13 just subtly pushes Ponyhead away.
He wants to be close to Star.
And then, of course, Jackie Lynn says neon green is her favorite color. Marco likes red. But somebody is lying!
And Jana says she likes black.
Oh, right, for sure. Someone is lying, and then the box just generates this like red Sith lightning.
The first seems nice, but then they realize it's actually hurting.
Right. And I love this. I love Janet's just like, all right, it's pink. I just hate contributing to gender stereotypes. Which
is a nice joke, though.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's okay to like that color without enforcing a stereotype.
Sure. Okay, so Star is stoked, but they turned out to be inside of the box, I think, right? That's what happens?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it looks like they're inside the box. Like, the box definitely has a serious aversion to lying.
So that first question was, it was simple, and outside of the whole, like, pink versus black thing, not much went wrong. But this question is going to seem simple, but it's going to elicit a lot more of a horrific Gravity Falls type reaction. So, question number 2: what did you really think of Star's brownies?
I just wonder how the cube knew about the brownies.
Right.
Like, how did it know about her brownies?
I love Ponyhead again. I love the vocal delivery on Ponyhead. She's just like, okay, yes, they were what you call it, good, right, Star?
And then Starfan like Starfan 13 is probably like, I love them too.
Oh God.
And then Marco kind of gets a free pass with that one because he didn't eat it. I mean, that's kind of not fair for his part.
But then alas, we get like the most Gravity Falls-esque sequence, and I would wager to say the whole show thus far when their faces start morphing.
This is what liars look like on the inside.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is getting dark. Damn. And then Marco's face starts to morph. He's like, wait a minute, I didn't even have a brownie.
Yeah, that's kind of why I said it wasn't really fair on his part.
Right.
I said he didn't eat anything, but he's getting punished for the other But turns out everyone else was lying.
Yeah, they all kind of start slowly admitting it. Jana's the first to. Jackie, let's see. Jackie Lynn says they tasted like dirt and Ponyhead. Ponyhead's just like, okay, if I had a stomach, I would be like sick inside my stomach. Okay.
Which is kind of harsh, but
yes. But again, I just love the conviction of the voice actress on Ponyhead.
Her name's Jenny Slate, by the way.
Oh, Jenny Slate. Okay, thank you.
but like you can, like you could tell like it hurt Star, like, basically. Like, but it has been known in the past that Star really wasn't the best cook.
Oh yeah. I like how that kind of comes back.
I mean, I don't know if that was an intentional thing. Well, maybe it was, but Marco's more of the cook between them.
And then even Starfan 13 has to admit that they're horrible.
Yeah, much like she doesn't like hurting Star at all.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even she admits, like, yeah, they were pretty bad.
So everyone just kind of tries to.
And I feel bad for her. She gorged down a bunch of them.
Right. So everyone tries to leave the queue because they're sick of playing, but no, the cube's not having any of that. No one leaves until the final question is answered. And what's the final question, Jacob?
Who do you have a crush on?
Da da da.
I mean, I can see. I mean, I've been through this kind of situation. Well, not the truth or dare aspect, but like actually having that kind of feeling for somebody, and it's actually quite scary to admit it.
It is.
I mean, I see why a lot of people make drama out of it. It's actually a pretty scary thing to admit. Sure the worst thing they can say is no, but I mean, you feel like you're gonna look like an idiot. You're gonna mess it up somehow. There's a lot of.
Hey. No, I hear you. It's very relatable. Anyways, so they go kind of around the table. Jackie has a crush on a really cute guy from skate camp.
And the biggest reveal of this episode, Jana likes John Keats from 18th century.
Right. That's fun. Everyone knows who I have a crush on.
Right, Marco? 18th century poet John Keats.
Oh, God. And then, of course, Ponyhead's like, oh, it's me. I love myself. Yeah.
I guess Jenna likes older men.
Oh, I guess so. And then, of course, Star's the most obvious. She likes Oscar.
And it's kind of funny that Ponyhead's in love with herself. She's like so egotistical. She admits she has a crush on herself.
But you know what? You know what I like about Ponyhead is that she is an egotistical character, but she's not malicious in her ego. You know what I mean? It's like she is a very well-meaning character, but she's just got the ego on her. I think that makes her very fun. She's not a jerk about it.
I know. Well, she kind of was to Marco in her first appearance, but not to.
Well, yeah, but that whole thing's kind of developed and ironed out, and I think they're fine now. So
I know. I know. I'm just saying.
Sure.
Starfan 13 says she has a crush on Star. Obviously.
Of course.
Does that make her a lesbian almost?
I'd say so, but I don't want to kind of touch on that.
Borderline, I'd say borderline at least.
Yeah, Marco, of course, has to admit it.
I mean, despite like aversion, he's like Jackie Lynn Thomas, but she's actually quite surprised to hear that.
But the box is not satisfied. Somebody lied big time.
Yeah, and then everybody thought Marco was lying, almost like that. They all point the fingers at Marco, he's like, do I? I mean, I don't know. But he's like, and he like points out like What is
You know,
he
I
paying
put her
attention?
on this sort of pedestal. Do I like the image of her or her as a person? I'm sorry, Jacob. I really like this sentiment from Marco. All I know is that I'm a guy who wants to put in the time to get to know her, and I know that's what she deserves.
And then the
That's a
cube's like,
really, man, seriously, that is a good fucking line.
yeah, seriously. And then the cube's like, quite an interesting take on that. But you're not the one who's lying.
Oh God.
Who is lying though?
I don't know. That's still kind of up in the air a little bit.
Although the show kind of hints at who it is though.
Well, yeah, it hints at who it is. Sure.
But we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Yeah.
This thing has had enough of their lies and prepares to go all demonic devouring on their butts.
And this is basically where it turns into Bill Cipher.
Yeah, and this isn't the season finale either.
No.
They waited to do that for the season finale. Star's doing that in the middle.
Lies are a plague. To stop a weed, you must kill the roots. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Yeah, kill the roots. He said kill the roots.
Kill the roots. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna full on kill them. But then Star pulls out a really good lesson about lies. Like she
Sometimes
says,
your head and your heart disagree.
and you don't know what you really think. Like she
Right.
pulls out like her favorite color is yellow, but now it's blue.
And kind of interesting, Jackie Lynn doesn't really know who she has a crush on anymore. Potentially.
Saying that lies aren't purely black and white, which is actually a really good lesson.
Sure, definitely.
Lies
A
aren't
rainbow of feelings that's always changing.
Yeah. Which basically drives it nuts.
Oh yeah.
Until it collapses upon itself.
Then Marco is just absolutely love-stricken at this point.
Basically free from the cube.
Oh yeah.
And so that crazy night is over. I would never have another sleepover with Star again.
Oh God.
I mean, I would never have another sleepover at that point. Nope, I'm done.
So they all leave, and then Jackie Lynn of course, she's like, "See you at school, Marco." And Marco, it's just like, oh God.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big thing. He finally got that out in the open.
Sure, definitely.
And they didn't wait till like a season finale to do so either.
No, I agree. I think that was a good move. I think it's kind of akin to the bunker episode of Gravity Falls to a certain extent.
Yeah,
maybe not quite as well done as that reveal was, because that is one of my favorite moments of Gravity Falls. But still, it's kind of up there in that same kind of vein.
Yeah. Well, plus the show still has time to do that.
Of course. And then we get another interesting reveal.
She's like, yeah, it's along the lines of where I think it's like Star wants to go grab some breakfast burritos. And then he's like, Star, I think I'm just gonna go to bed. I mean, after the crazy night, I'd want to go to bed too.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, Marco Diaz, and then the cube goes on. The cube clicks back on for one last time. It's like, truth. Star Butterfly has a crush on
cliffhanger. Oh snap!
Yeah.
And honestly, Jacob, that was kind of what I was thinking the whole episode. When the box was freaking out about the lie about the crush, I was like, oh, does Star not have a crush on Oscar? Is it just kind of like a... Because I think we can all agree that Oscar is very much just kind of like on a very, very surface level kind of thing with Star. I think it's pretty obvious that the one she's really crushing on, the one that, to use Hey Arnold terminology, she likes is Marco.
Yeah, like she said, I think she's just like conflicted about it personally.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like she pointed out, like as she was looking at him, she even said, like, sometimes your head and heart don't know what they want.
Sure.
Like she's looking at him, she's like looking directly at him as she was saying that.
So I really like this episode a lot, Jacob. Let's get into final thoughts. I really like the dynamic between all the characters. I think they built up a good ensemble. I like that they're using Jana a lot more, and that she's not as annoying and creepy as she was in season 1. I like that Jackie Len's like slowly developing into not a stereotype if they do more stuff with her in the future. Ponyhead, it's great to see Ponyhead interact with the main group. That's awesome. I really like that they're keeping up this continuity of Star growing closer to the girls. It kind of feels like it's a flowing narrative at this point. So all really good stuff. All really good stuff. And just the truth or dare thing in itself is one of the most clever gimmicks I've seen the show pull off. So
yeah, I mean, I have to kind of agree there.
All right. And that's about all I got, unless you have any final thoughts.
No, I mean, I just think it's like a lot of, let's just say, a can of worms was opened in this episode, but in a good way.
Yeah, not like kind of a holy shit, Ludo's taking over kind of can of worms, more of a personal can of worms.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, kind of like I mean, worms that could potentially lead to other plot lines and developments down the line.
Right, definitely. I really like this episode a lot, like I said. So
and proves that, and even a good commentary on lying.
Yeah. Okay, so the next episode, Jacob, is going to be called
Gift of the Card.
Gift of the Card. Thank you. And much like how this episode put an extreme and very dangerous take on Truth or Dare, next episode is going to have an extreme and very dangerous take on shopping with a gift card. So look forward to that. All right. In the meantime, folks, thanks for joining us, and tune in next time. We'll get a little weird and a little wild once again.
Bye-bye.
Oh, you know, my favorite color is Ponyhead because I love me.